Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a look using ColourPop Cosmetics' new palette called Fade Into Hue. This is such a pretty palette, guys. It's a rainbow palette. I'm sure some of you guys have seen it already online. It has some pastel colors, some nice like transition colors, and it also has your brighter colors. And I really like how it has some pressed glitters in here as well. So stay tuned. I'm going to get into this palette and show you what I do with it. On my lids, I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer for my base. So the first color I'm going to go in with is called Majestic. I'm going to blend this color Majestic out with my Morphe M514 brush. I'm going to start by placing this color right in the inner corner of my eye. And I'm just going to slightly blend this out once I have that color kind of placed. Now, once I have that color placed, it's not blended out all the way, of course, because I'm going to take this color called Selfie to help me blend it out a little bit more. I'm going to take the color Selfie on a Poppy Cosmetics brush. It's not labeled what kind of brush it is, unfortunately, but it's just kind of like a nice fluffy blending brush. And I'm just going to start by placing the color Selfie right on the edges of Majestic. And I'm going to just start blending out that even further. And I'm going to go back with that color Majestic, and I'm just going to kind of bring this color back to life. Now I'm going to take this next color, which is a darker purple. I think it's called Zeitgeist. And I'm going to take this color on the same brush, and I'm just going to add it in here as well, just to kind of deepen this up. Okay, next I'm going to dive into the blues. So I'm going to start off with this color called Watermark. I'm going to take the color Watermark on a Morphe M514 brush, and I'm going to place this color, of course, right a little bit above my crease, and then I'm just going to blend this into the purple. Next, I'm going to take this light blue color called Take It Easel, and I'm going to use this to kind of help me blend out Watermark a little bit more. I'm going to take the color Take It Easel on a MAC 217 brush, and of course I'm just going to do the same thing, adding this color to the edge of Watermark and blending it into the purple and blending it out further. And I think this Take It Easy color is going to be my favorite. It's like still baby blue, but it's still bright. Like, it's not as subtle as I thought it was going to be. Like that. And of course now I'm going to go back in with Watermark because it did get lost. I'm going to blend Watermark up a little bit higher, but of course not covering up Take It Easel. Next I'm going to take this darker blue color called Iconic. Using the same brush, I'm going to kind of deepen these blues a little bit more. And I'm going to go back in with the purples just to kind of blend the blue in with it a little bit more. Next, we're going to get into the greens. So I'm going to take this color called Dyed Up. I'm going to take this color Dyed Up on a MAC Cosmetics 221 brush. And I'm going to take this color and blend it next to this blue and blend it out. Next, I'm going to take this lighter green color called Designer, and I'm going to use this color Designer to kind of help me blend out Dyed Up a little bit more. And wow, guys, I love how bright these colors are. Next, I'm going to take this darker green color called Bold Type. I'm going to use the same brush, and I'm just going to deepen this a little bit. Okay, next I'm going to get into the yellows. I think I'm going to use the color Abstract, which is this one right here. I'm going to take the color Abstract on a Makeup Shack T64 brush, and I'm just going to add this color on the end here. Next, I'm going to take this orange color called Art Deco. I'm going to take this on a MAC Cosmetics 286 brush, and I'm just going to put it on the very end here, blending it into the yellow. And actually, before I fully blend that out and commit to it, I'm actually going to take some more of that eye base or eye primer by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm just going to add it at the end here just because I already know it's going to elongate a little bit more, and I still have to do red. So I definitely want to make sure that there's something right here for it to sit on top of. So now that I've done that, I'm just going to continue with this orange and kind of blend it into the yellow there and kind of smoke it out this way as well. I'm going to take a little bit of this color called Treasure, and using the same brush, I'm just going to add Treasure to the edges. Orange, which is such a pretty color next to this orange. And just to kind of blend out the orange a little bit more, but also just add a touch of another color to the mix. And then now going back with Art Deco, just to kind of make sure that it's still nice and bright. Next, I'm going to take this color called Atelier. I don't know what I'm saying, but I'm going to take this color next. I'm going to also take this color on a MAC 286 brush. And I'm going to put this color right next to the orange, kind of like layering it out like that. And don't worry about the bottom here. We're going to clean that up so it doesn't matter if the bottom is perfect or anything like that. And next I'm going to take this color Lovecraft to help blend out Atelier more. And using the same brush, I'm going to add this color right at the top of this pink so we can have it looking blended at the top here and also towards the end. And now I'm going to take this color called Paradise. Using the same brush, I'm going to take this color to kind of deepen it a little bit at the bottom here. Now I'm going to take a makeup wipe to clean up this whole eyeshadow look that we have going here. Okay, so now I carved out both eyes and I'm going to define it a little bit more with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer, and I'm using the MAC Cosmetics 248 brush to apply this. Okay, and this is what it looks like with the base all over my eye. And now I'm going to do the other side. Okay, now that I have both sides down, I'm going to go back in with the purples. This is what I'm going to use to kind of do that smoky winged eyeshadow liner. And I'm going to first go into this color called Express, which is just like a light purple shimmer. To apply this color, I'm going to be using my ABH Cosmetics number 12 brush. And I'm going to put this color right on the edge of the cut crease only. So I'm not going to put it on the entire lid, but just right on the edge of it. Now I'm going to take this color called Selfie, and I'm going to take the color Selfie and just blend that into Express. Now I'm going to take this darker purple called Majestic. I'm going to take this color on a BH Cosmetics number 12 brush. And I'm just going to put this near my lash line. I'm going to have the darker tones right at the base of my lash line. And I'm going to keep the lighter tones right at the top. And then I like to take a smaller brush. This is the MAC 212 brush for the liner part. Now I'm going to go in with this darker purple, and I'm going to take this brush again just because it's a little bit smaller, so I'm not going to take over too much of that other purple. But I'm just going to again bring this really close to my lash line and just blend it up into Majestic, and then also just kind of deepen the wing. And now I'm going to go in with that color called Selfie with a M507 brush by Morphe. And I'm just going to blend this color out all throughout the bottom of my eye. Now I'm going to take this color called Majestic, and using the same brush, I'm going to apply this throughout the whole bottom of my eye area. Now I'm going to take this darker purple, and I'm going to take this on a MAC 212 brush again. And for this color, I'm just going to kind of leave it on the end of my eye. So I'm just going to kind of put it real close to my lash line and then kind of blend it into the middle of my eye and make sure that I'm blending it up into the liner at the top. And now what I'm going to do is use ColourPop's Cream Gel Liner in the color Cry Baby, which is basically like a nice lilac light purple color. And I'm going to put this in my waterline here just to brighten up my eye. And now I'm going to add some finishing touches to the eye before I do the rest of my face. So I'm going to actually take this pressed glitter called Lucky Charm. Such a pretty pressed glitter. And I'm going to take Lucky Charm on my Morphe M507 brush. And since this one has like that kind of like yellow tint to it, I'm going to put this on my brow bone here as a highlight. So I'm just going to subtly place it right here. Kaleidoscope is so pretty, and I kind of want to put it purple. Yes, so I'm gonna put this on the purple. So I'm gonna take this pressed glitter called Kaleidoscope, which is kind of on the bluer side, but it goes well with the purple too. So I'm just going to actually take my finger and apply it that way, just because I feel like with the brush it just might pack it on too much in one specific area, but with my finger I feel like it'll just kind of spread it out just the way I want it to. And by the way, I'm just simply doing a tapping motion. I'm not swiping anything, just simply tapping this on the lid. Last but not least, I'm going to take this color called Fantasyland, and I'm going to take this color on my Morphe M507 brush, and I'm going to put this just as the inner corner highlight here. Okay guys, this is the finished look. I did do a little bit of tweaking. I did add that darkest purple color right here. I kind of added that in the front as well because I was just like, why not, you know? Just to kind of like make it flow together instead of it stopping in the middle. I was like, I like it kind of dark under here. I love these pressed glitters. They stick on the lid and they don't move. And of course I had to use almost every single color in this palette to show you guys what this palette can do. Honestly, I'm excited for this palette. I just know like I'm gonna reach for some other colors. For me personally, some of these colors kind of surprised me with how bright they can get. I hope you guys enjoyed this look just as much as I did. In the meantime, I will see you guys soon. Bye!